First off, fuck your Twitter, because your tweets are lame. He's in a midlife crisis, so he tweets my name. Ricochet is defined as a projectile rebound one or more times off the surface, but Twitter Ricky has made a whole career of taking L's on the Bird app. I don't know how many rebounds Ricochet has left in him, but I'm guessing you can count that number on one hand, or from what I hear, 3 fingers. Say, Rick, I hear you like your bum. This bald flip fraud called the king of black wrestling media a cancer. Who you calling a cancer when you're the one who looks like chemo with eyebrows? No, not that chemo, this chemo. Go look at some of the accounts Twitter Ricky supports and retweets. They're 10 times as toxic as anything I've ever said and done, but because they're sickos for that booty bandit of a ballerina, and since they kiss his ass when it's empty, they're not a cancer. They're the good cancer. They're benign cancer. I run the fastest growing platform in all of wrestling media. Thank you for subscribing in Swahili. But Beige Rage Ricochet has a problem with all the fame and attention I'm getting as I sprint toward 40,000. His words and mine. This despite Ricochet desperately taking to social media to salvage what's left of his career, because only Trevor can crash out on X with his half-baked, profanity-laced tweets for clout. Anybody else who tries to get attention on the attention platform hates wrestling the way Tony Khan hates authority. For better or worse, Twitter Ricky is the most entertaining he's ever been. Whether he's crashing out, taking L's in public beefs, or piggybacking on hot takes worse than his mic skills, Twitter Ricky has been a revelation. On Twitter, but not in real life. Since January 1st, 2025, which is also the same day Ricochet turned heel, Ricochet's segments on Dynamite have lost a net 546,000 total viewers and lost a net 158,000 viewers in 18 to 49. In 2025, Ricochet's segments lose an average of 25,000 total viewers and 10,000 in 18 to 49. Talk about how your critics hate wrestling all you want, Bitter Ricky, but it's starting to sound like wrestling hates you. And apparently the feeling is mutual because Ricochet literally admitted WWE made him hate wrestling. Thankfully for him, now he's in AEW, where he's drawing worse than Stevie Wonder with a broken pencil. If you're drawing worse than Daredevil after his paintbrush dried out, maybe focus less on moves and more on art. I'm feeling froggy with all these art bars. Ricochet owning the trolls has done nothing to sell tickets for AEW. It's given him an aura, but not in a good way. It's more like the awkward aura Elon Musk has on him right now as an alt-right social media bully forced to hide behind the spectrum to explain his outbursts. It's one thing if Ricochet's Twitter gimmick made him a draw in real life, but he's just a microcosm of AEW's whole ecosystem, an internet parasite who's only over to the bottom of the incel fan base eating away at AEW's viewership. He's a light-skinned Ibu. He's a glorified sicko, but he works for a glorified Twitter troll with a message board addiction, so in AEW, you could get paid to be a Twitter troll too. Get it how you live. The way he bounces from one comment section to the next, I guess that's why they call him Ricochet.
But I didn't come here to talk.
Then shut up.
Bitter Ricky is projecting in his Crashouts when he cries about people like me getting fame and attention for doing what they love, because it reminds him of all the fame he lost leaving WWE despite doing what he loves, and all the attention he loses every quarter hour he's on Dynamite when viewers flip the channel faster than he used to flip off the top rope in 2016. If you hate fame and attention-seeking reporters so much, where's that energy for Dave Mental Illness Meltzer, who's tweeted over 140,000 times and won't shut the f up about all the participation trophies he stumbled upon worse than he stumbles over his words and stories? Are you gonna come for that white man for being an attention whore? Or does he get a pass because of all the imaginary star ratings he shoves up your butt? I have nothing but respect for every pro wrestler who ever walked this earth, even corny-ass Ricochet, which is not a reference to all the corn he digs out of his maze. Why, what did you think I was gonna say? Anyway, pro wrestlers are the toughest athletes in the world. Then let me find out Ricochet got triggered when a harmless, handsome African from the suburbs made fun of his billionaire boss. Ricochet is a grown man, but in every crash out online, he comes off like a little boy with the mean tweets he be chasing. There's plenty of in-the-tank pro AEW accounts and happy-go-lucky enjoy wrestling content you can surround yourself with in a safe space. If my brutally honest criticisms about AEW have you in your light-skinned feelings, then that's a you problem. But running the dozens with me is a mountain that I doubt you want to climb. Once upon a time, pro wrestling media was limited to faceless, interchangeable dirt sheets ran by NPCs who stood out less than Ricochet does in a police lineup for a crime committed by Andrew Tate. All I did was inject some fun, jokes, and melanin in wrestling media. Subscribe and mulatto if you want, because the PWB subscribers are hilarious, and I could cut a damn good promo, but you wouldn't know nothing about that. Becoming world champ, don't know nothing about that. Top star on Raw, don't know nothing about that. Every facet of media has evolved to the point where if you're engaging enough, members of the media can be stars too. Stephen A. Smith is a star, just like Pat McAfee, just like Twitter Ricky's fellow booty bandit Shannon Sharp. There's no right way to make content, but if you ask Ricochet, the quote, right way to cover pro wrestling is the NPC way most likely to celebrate him. How convenient. Whether you like it or not, the wrestling media is evolving, but I don't expect you to know anything about evolution after spending a whole decade in WWE aimlessly bouncing off the mid-card, and that's why they call him Ricochet. He had a spark when he started, but now he's just garbage. In the PW 500, he fell from top 15 to not seen at all. He was signed by WWE as a flippy guy, but WWE is a storytelling company, so Flippy Ricky in WWE was more useless than a video package on Dynamite. Now he's actually developing as a character in AEW. But at the end of the day, it's AEW, where good storytelling goes to die. He's literally in a storyline with Mark Briscoe that built to a stretcher match, but there was no build to the goddamn stretcher match. I swear to God, it went from non-physical confrontation to a stretcher match. A shirtless Eddie Kingston has a better build. Get well soon. As a flip merchant in WWE and an entertainer in AEW, Ricochet's career timing is worse than his comedic timing. In fact, Ricochet's promos are so bad, it's literal WWE canon.
Hey, Trick, look, you got a microphone. I don't know if you know how to use it or not. Don't hurt yourself, dog.
Ricochet's gonna be a free agent in a few years, and I don't know what the market's gonna be for a 40-year-old flip guy who can't cut a promo, but in WWE, there is none. There was barely a market for a 30-year-old flip guy who couldn't cut a promo. Ricochet found that out the hard way. Zack Ryder is a bigger star and a better draw than Ricochet ever will be, and WWE ghosted him. But at the end of the day, all that matters is happiness. And as bitter as he is, I hope Twitter Ricky can find just as much happiness as he did when he was playing in his peach emoji with no Vaseline. It's the Ricochet Ratings Watch. Take 1 minute out of your day and buy the Ricochet Ratings Watch. The first watch in wrestling where every quarter hour, the number goes down. 1 minute, it's 3 o'clock. 15 minutes later, it's 2:45. With state-of-the-art reverse-engineered chronographic technology, the Ricochet Ratings Watch is the only watch on the market that ticks backwards. I bought this Ricochet Ratings Watch in free agency, set an alarm for a very important meeting. It never went off. Now I'm out $2 million in my dream job. Fantastic. No, it's not fantastic. I have a whole family to feed. Give me my The Ricochet Ratings Watch comes with a talkback feature, which is currently in beta testing, so it's not all that good at talking. Ricochet, what time is it? It's time for Ricochet to be a top star in the best... I'm sorry, can I take that again? Oh, we're live, pal. What time is it? It's Twitter time! I went to sleep with my Ricochet Ratings Watch on, and by the time I woke up the next morning, it had posted a bunch of profanity-laced tweets on my account about its ex-employer. That's because the Ricochet Ratings Watch's reverse-engineered chronographic technology allows it to tell time backwards, so it spends 24 hours a day living in the past. The Ricochet Ratings Watch is available in black, white, and beige. The Ricochet Ratings Watch is non-refundable and comes with poor comedic timing. Act now, and for a limited time only, you'll get a free Ricochet Ring Watch. Check out this video and subscribe. Will Ricochet ever become a draw in the wrestling business? Tell me in the comments.